Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm back. So it has been a long time since I've made a video, and that's because I've had a lot of stuff going on. Every time that I think I can get back to it, something else happens and then I have to deal with it, and it sucks. But I'm back and I'm here and I'm making this video for you. I hope you enjoy it. So today we're going to be doing a board review and also an unboxing and also a board assembly. So, board review. Today we're doing a board review of the Swampzilla Swampy's Limited Edition Pro Model. It is 13 inches wide, it is 30 inches long, and it has a shorter wheelbase, but I can't remember for the life of me what that is. I'll drop it in the screen right down here. So as you can see, I lost my temper and took a chunk out of my board, and honestly, it didn't prevent it from being skatable. I still had so much foot room because, well, it's 13 inches wide. I probably took off, I don't know, 2 inches, and it's still, that leaves a whole board. I could cut this and sand it down and make a popsicle out of it and it'd still be fine. So I definitely love the shape and size of this board. It does take some getting used to, but believe it or not, it is totally skatable. I have jump stair sets on it. I have done flip tricks on it. Other people at the skate parks who want to ride my board have done flip tricks on it. Because, you get a 13-inch wide board and you're like, yeah, I want to try that. I want to try to kickflip on that, because who wouldn't, right? So I've jumped stair sets on it. Flip tricks have been done on it. Grinding, you can pretty much do anything on this board. You're going to be limited to some aspects. You can't do tech. You could if you're a total beast, but realistically, you're not going to be doing any tech skating on this. You're going to be doing some park skating at the best. And, that sucks if you're a tech skater, but you're not going to buy something like this if you're a tech skater. If you're a park skater or a curb skater, then you're going to buy something like this. So something you'll notice right away is how mellow the concave is. It has concave, but it's really mellow. And the nose and tail are fairly small because, it's an egg shape. But overall, it has mellow concave, pretty mellow nose and tail. And that definitely took some getting used to, having so much room, and it's almost flat, right? So I'd be setting up for a kickflip, and usually you're used to your foot being about right here for a kickflip, right? Right about there like that. No, you have to have it all the way out here. And wow, is that weird. It is such a weird feeling. I never got used to that. I never got used to popping and flicking from all the way out here when I should have been further in. It's weird, but it's fun. I think the challenge is the most fun part of this board, really. Just the challenge of skating something so big and so gnarly. It's what can I do on it? What can I personally do on it? And it's different for every person, so do I recommend a Swampzilla or an Eggzilla? Yes, absolutely, I recommend it anytime, any day. I think everybody should have the chance to ride something this wild. And that's what it is, it's wild. It's definitely cool. So of course for a big board like this, I had to get big trucks. And luckily the shop that I found this at had big trucks to go with it. So I got the Slappy Curb Killers. They're actually for, I believe, a 10-inch wide board. But they do the job just fine. As you can see, it says Curb Killer right there. And then even cooler, it has the little Curb Killer logo on the front side too. This was my first time skating Slappy trucks, and I've got to be honest with you, I've been skating for 22 years now, and honestly, I've never skated trucks that I love as much as these trucks. No break-in time, so there's none of that weird, stiff in some spots on the bushing and soft in some spots of the bushing. There's no weirdness to it, like when it comes to breaking in any other truck. You hop on it and you go, and they're good to go. I've also never felt so comfortable skating loose trucks like I do these trucks. I didn't tighten these at all. I just left them alone, and quite honestly, they just feel good. They feel good under my feet. They feel good when it comes to carving and turning. They feel good on coping when I'm grinding, and on ledges when I'm grinding on ledges. And shit, I'm genuinely surprised at how good they are. But Slappy's, after trying them, I'm never going back to any other truck because Slappy's are just, I love them. They're great trucks. Now, the wheels that I have on this board are the Spitfire Big Beatdowns. They are 66.6 millimeters. That is a huge wheel. I got these wheels just for fun. They're not the wheels that originally came on the setup when I got it, but they are really good wheels. And honestly, the word that comes to mind is mow. Like, you can mow down you can go through anything. It's like you're mowing down anything and everything around you, just plowing through it, and just the big beat down wheels, they go through anything. And yes, you do go fast on them. I mean, you really do haul ass on these wheels. You haul ass, you get places, nothing stops you or slows you down, you just go. And you can still power slide on these, by the way. They're wider wheels and they're bigger wheels, but you power slide on them pretty well. Like, the power sliding on these bad boys is sick. Now, I don't have a whole bunch of clips skating this board because I kind of went through a phase where I didn't really feel like filming anymore, but I did get some clips on this board. I'll go ahead and drop them here real quick. So, So yeah, that's the that's the review of the Swampzilla, the Curb Killer trucks, the Spitfire wheels, the Big Beatdowns. That's the review of that setup. Now, time for something else. Time to show you guys my next board. Now, I stuck with the shaped boards in a slightly bigger size. I definitely didn't go for another 13 again, but I went with the shaped board again. It's kind of an old school shape. If I had to compare it to anything, I'd compare it to maybe being similar to one of the 90s model boards that Life Skateboard sells. Similar, but not the same. So I'm on a budget right now because money's tight. I think money's tight for everybody. But I went ahead and found me a killer deal. I got me a new deck. I got me some grip tape for $42, I think, on tgmskateboards.com. But I use their eBay store. I don't use their actual store. I'm not sure how the experience is with that, but I can tell you, when shopping through TGM Skateboards on eBay, this board got to me within 2 days. So, really quick time to get, really quick shipping, really good customer service, and I've skated these blanks that they carry before. They're the brand is called Moose Skateboards or Moose Racing. I've done a review on their popsicle shapes before, but this is my first time getting a shaped deck from them. So this is going to be an interesting one. And it's actually going to be the board I use for my new series that I'm making called Well, I don't have a name for it yet, I guess. Something curbs. But I'm going to be learning how to do slappies. I'm just going to make a bunch of videos of me learning slappies. Of course, there's going to be times where I make other videos too, but some of my main videos is going to be me just getting back on the board after hardly being on the board at all for a while. I've really missed skateboarding a lot, but you know, life comes at you in weird ways, and you gotta put your responsibilities first. So I'm hoping to get back into the vloggy style videos because, yeah, I still make videos, but they're like YouTube shorts now. And I'm not a fan of that. I've never been a fan of making short videos, so it always bothered me that I made short videos. But life, like I said, just comes at you in weird ways, and you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, here it is. It is 10 inches wide and 33 inches long. So I think it'll be a good board for learning how to do slappies on. I think the concave's really nice. Here, check this out. The concave isn't too deep. It isn't too mellow. It's a nice medium concave. And you know, look, there's the nose. It's not too steep. It's not too mellow. There's the tail. It's, you know, your standard tail. It's got a squared edge to it. But yeah, I think it'll be a good board. It'll be fun. So, let's go ahead and grip this bad boy. So I don't know what this tool is used for, but this looks like the perfect grip tool. Alright, it's all gripped. Check it out. And yeah, I got some air bubbles in there. It'll be alright. Otherwise, though, I mean, check out that clean cut. Looks pretty good. Alright, now time to take the trucks off of the old board, off the Swampzilla, and put them on this. Alright, there it is. The old Swampzilla. I had a good run on it. I did a lot of cool stuff on it, so overall I'm really satisfied. Let's put it aside though. It's going to get put up on the wall. Okay, so I have independent hardware, Pig 1/4 inch riser pads, and then of course the Slappy trucks. But I'm not using these wheels. Instead, I'm not using those bearings either. Instead, I have some Girl Skateboards Sanrio Hello Kitty wheels with bone Swiss bearings in them. They're 50 millimeter. And that is what I'm going to be using. So, I guess you could say I'm going for the big pants, small wheels vibe. The 90s shape, the small wheels, you know, the overall, like, setup's very early 90s aesthetic. Which, I started skating in the late 90s, early 2000s, roughly. Like, I got into skating, but I didn't skate until the early 2000s. But I got into skateboarding and watching the skate videos and everything around the late 90s. I had a PlayStation 1, and I got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and yeah. So, I grew up in an era where popsicle boards were fairly new, and the flip tricks that everybody was doing was, you know, fairly new as well. Like, gosh, I mean, only as old as me probably at the time, and I was a kid. I was a little kid. But anyway, yeah, we're going with the 50 millimeter Hello Kitty wheels my daughter got me for Father's Day, with the bone Swiss bearings and the Slappy Curb Killer 10-inch trucks with independent hardware. I know, independent hardware and Slappy trucks, it kind of bugs me too. And pig wheel risers with girl skateboards, little tiny wheels. Oh well, kind of bugs me a little bit, but not that much. So, yeah, I'm going to be starting a new little series, basically where I just go out in the streets and I skate things, you know, like street objects, and I'm learning how to do slappies and all that. I kind of want to take the time to, you know, kind of document my learning of slappy grinds. That's not all that I'm going to be doing, of course. I'm going to be like doing other kinds of skating too. But overall, I really just want to get back on the board the way I used to. Life's thrown a lot of curveballs at me here lately, and it's been really hard to find the motivation to skate. But I keep on pushing forward because I know it's just my depression and my anxiety getting the best of me. And, you know, fuck anxiety. Anxiety's a bitch. Nobody likes it. And I just want to feel better, and I want to get back on the board as much as I used to be on the board. I mean, you guys all know, my viewers, my regular viewers, you guys all know how it is. I used to be on the board like every other week for, you know, 3 or 4 days in a row. And I'd pump content out to you guys, and you would like it, and you'd comment, and you'd subscribe and followed me on Instagram, and it was a whole thing, and I loved it. I really loved having that connection with all of you guys, and I love the memories that I share with some people who I met along the way. I got a lot of cool things out of it. You know, I got a skate park, a private skate park from Ramp Tech that I had to end up selling this past year. And, yeah, I got a couple boards from Radzilla Skateboards. That was pretty cool. I gave those away, though. I gave those away to kids in my neighborhood. I'd be like, okay, jump down the stair set and I'll give you a board. And they were like, really? No way. And they jumped down the stair set, and yeah, I'd give them a board. And they were just so pumped on it. So instead of keeping some of the things for myself, some of it I gave away. Alright, here it is, the finished result. I think it looks pretty good, and I'm really excited to skate it. I'll be making a video soon of me skating that curb. Be ready for the first of the official Slappy series, where I'm going to learn how to do slappies. Should be interesting. I'll probably fall a bunch. Alright, and if you come up with a good name for the series down in the comments, I'll use that name in the series. Okay, and I'll give you a shout out on my next video. Alright, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. It was really nice to make another vlog style video where I talk to you guys on the camera while I do my thing. So, Nice to talk to you all again. Can't wait till next time. Peace.